Come with me and you'll be in a world of I don't give a fuck, bitch. Hey guys, it's Ariel. Damn! What's going on here? Damn! Okay, so there are people that are putting themselves into a world of disillusionment because they wanted you to be poor, broke, brokenhearted. They wanted you to feel like you were nothing. So because of this, God saw this, the Creator saw this, and said, everything you cast upon my child will now be casted upon you tenfold because you cursed a child of God. So now everybody that wished for your downfall is feeling it major. I am very curious because I'm in the fucking mood to be today. I'm sorry. I've been in a I'm just kidding. There was just some theatrics going on earlier. So I'm just going to coast off that energy and see here. Are you kidding me? So there were people that thought that because they set up a certain route, came up with a certain plot, came up with a plan, that it would cause you to either fall into a world of codependency for your entire life or long enough for them to feel victorious. This isn't what happened. They failed epically at whatever plot that they were plotting against your path, your destiny, okay? I'm just spewing it out. They didn't realize that you were going to be able to relax in the end. They had no idea that what they sent to you into, that vortex, that portal, that hellish dimension that they wanted to experience, gave you life points, bitch. So this is how it works, right? When you have a soul, a spirit, when you have somebody that is a human taking human form, and they are jealous, they are low vibrational, they have low self-worth, they do not know what they want out of life, they don't know who they are, they don't know their sexuality, they don't know their voice, they don't know their inner narrative, they don't know who they are, okay? At the core or on a superficial level. They don't know who they are. They might think that they know who they are because that's who they've created, the mask that they wear, but they don't know who they are. So when these people come into physical reality, into someone's presence that knows who the fuck they are and is confident in themselves and does have unique qualities, attributes that are coming through as their actual truth, the people who don't know who they are will send attacks to the higher vibrational person. Evil eye. They thought that they were going to cause you to be crying, screaming, begging for them back into your life, or just, it's honestly so pathetic the amount of pain that they wanted the collective to go through. The collective went through it, yeah. They achieved what they wanted. The collective went through that much pain. They wanted to put all this weight onto the collective. The collective felt that weight. Yes, they did. Yes, we did, collective. But what came out of it, what came out of the curses and hexes and evil eye that they sent to the collective was fucking ancient wisdom and the power to create anything that we want because we found our inner happiness, because we didn't need anything outside of ourselves. They wanted you to be fearful of a life without them, to be enraged living a life without them, confused if they're not around you. They wanted you to need them. They wanted you to breathe for them. This is fucking sickening. They wanted you to notice them, which you probably did. You probably actually saw them and what they could have become, their higher self collective, because we have a gift. of seeing people and their potential. I saw a post and it was like, alpha women, alpha men, we can see the potential of someone. That, what we see, that potential, that's not who they actually are. It's a figment of our imagination. We should never see someone as their potential. We should see them as they are. But, collective, we gathered ourselves. It might have taken time. It might have taken sleepless nights, lakes, oceans of tears, prayers for their success, for their clarity. The same people that wanted you to no longer be you in your glory, in your divinity, in your holiness, in your truth. The same people that wanted to shut you up. Prayed for them, sent them love. The same people that sent you demonic entities, we sent them love. This is why we are going to receive the life of our dreams, collective, because we never stopped loving, no matter how hard it got. We never deceived ourselves and our heart. They helped us become the warrior that we are. So, a big thank you to the people who cursed me in every life, in every dimension, in every timeline, in every possible outcome. I pray you clarity so you can have clear sight on the evil that you sent out, that you will receive back. So I'm going to delve into this little pile here because it's story time, motherfucker. I mean, I don't usually pull this many cards, but don't worry, it's not going to take that long. They all spoke to me as I saw them, and I was like, oh, I got a clear image. This is clarity, okay? The people who sent out these curses. And did you know that somebody even being jealous of a picture you post, of a smile that you smiled, of an eyelash on your face, of a hair on your head is enough of an intention to be a curse? Anyone who cursed you, collective, is going through or going to go through, but I'm getting this is the now. The cards are shaking. They are scared. And I'm not saying this to be negative. This is not a negative reading. This is a reading that is the truth of this moment, of this collective, of this time. It's not forever. It's not eternal. But this is the energy that is the right now. Okay? They are going to lack an honest voice and lack boundaries until they tell themselves the truth of what they did. They're going to be without honest friendships, without connections around them with people they can actually trust, because they deceived somebody that was the most honest person in their entire reality. They betrayed the most genuine, kind, God-loving, Christ-serving soul in their entire reality. The connections around them are going to deplete them the same way they tried to deplete the man of God, the woman of God. The same way they tried to siphon this child of God. That's what the connections around them are now going to do to them. The ideas that they come up with to create content, art, whatever it is that they create is going to come from such a surface level area from within, because they haven't done the work and went deep into their actual consciousness and discovered who they really are. Like, They haven't bared themselves naked in front of the holy, purified mirror, in front of Christ, in front of Jesus. They have not looked at themselves with grace, with love, with humbleness. That is why they sent attacks to the people that did. To the people that were being pure-hearted, to the people that were being translucent with them. That's why they attacked those people. The connections around these people, it is such a horrific reality that these people have walked into. Delusions everywhere, never knowing what the truth is from themselves, from the people around them. Chaos of the mind, because that is what they wished upon this child of God. This child of God, collective you or me, if you are the collective, because you could be the cross watcher. And you know who you are. You know which side you're on. You know which side you resonate with. And I asked God to send both people to these videos. I said the people that need to see these videos will see them. The people that need to hear these messages will. Not for clout. There are some people, collective, that never wanted you to get to the point where you were going to have your sacred family. And I have a feeling inside, and usually, most of the time, my feelings come out to be completely correct. It's because your family is anointed. True embodiment of Christ, not false. Not people who go to church, who just say they worship. These are people who practice compassion, kindness, understanding, forgiveness. Not just say, I love Jesus, but actually emanate what he wanted us to emanate. They messed with the wrong child of God is what is happening. And this is that. I can feel the trauma coming up. First of all, I can feel this weight, this energy that just wants me to stop giving this message. Some of it's from the collective because it's so hard to actually transmute and alchemize, because it is such an unfortunate reality to have to accept that there are people like this in the world. People wanted you to just go away, but they also wanted to know what you were up to. They wanted to be able to see what you were doing, who you're talking to, what you know. How are they doing? How's the collective doing? But they wanted you at such a distance that you couldn't see how fucking fake they are. But you felt it, the cord God showed you. Look, to my sweet collective that might not always be able to handle the harsh truth at any given moment, I will give it to you. You always wanted what was best for the people around you. Even though you were human, and even though there were moments that you were just like, you still alchemized that feeling. And you still prayed from a pure heart for these people. The people that I'm talking about in this video. The people that didn't want you to find solace. I'm laughing because God already won. Jesus already won. Our side has already won. They will have no choice but to atone and have to admit to themselves what they sent out in order to get to God's side. So this is a world of free will. Okay? And I know that more now than ever. So, whereas people of love, of Christ consciousness, will speak out with their free will and the power of voice and truth, say, Please, God, make me better. Please, God, make me kinder. Make me more worthy for your love. Please show me the way, Jesus. Please show me how to be. Please show me how to make you proud of me like a father. Please, Father, show me exactly what I need to know. And then what did God show you, collective? God showed you all of the false light, all of the people pretending, all of the people wearing masks. And those people now look at you and they don't understand how you know. Because you are actually with God. These people will never experience complete and utter joy and love for themselves, which is where it begins. Your reality does not shift into a reality of complete love and faith and joy and synchronicity and heavenly energy and holy purified energy and complete elegance until you purify your own soul first. And in order to purify your own soul first, you have to meet your demons and you have to slay them and the inner dragons, and you have to meet your version of the devil before you can meet Christ. And that is not easy, and it is not funny, and it is not fun. These people are afraid to finish their cycles. They're afraid to finish their karmic debt because it means that's not their soulmate. That's not their best friend. That's not their career path. They'd have to reset everything they have come to know. They'd have to unlearn every person they've ever met. And they'd have to find out it's all been a big fat lie. Because they've been lying to themselves about who they really are. Your reality is going to be a complete, absurd lie the more you lie to yourself and never tell the truth. That is why liars are with him and truth tellers are with him. It's not always pretty. It's not always loving. It's not always fine and dandy. It's not always butterflies. Those people online that are like, everything's light and love. That's false. That's not real. It's not all love. And these people are preventing their own endings. There's like a little bubble of a voice that will come in because they're very filled with ego. They're very filled with everything that they've told themselves that they are, with lies attached, with this superficial identity they've created, not from their soul. Their soul's trying to break through and be like, this isn't who I am. And they're like, shut up. They're like, hey, let's be nice to that person. They're like, shut up. Like, their soul is trying to be like, we are getting farther and farther and farther away from each other. And they're just like, but this is who I am. It's scary. They're letting something else take over. They're not allowing endings to occur that need to occur to find God. So whereas with you, collective, with us, collective, where our soul is in the driver's seat and we barely hear our ego. Our ego is still there, but we're like, that's so funny. That's how I used to be. Their ego thinks that it is the soul. Still, their ego thinks that it is the soul when their soul is so dim. It's so dim. It's like the itty bitty living space from Aladdin. It's like their ego is the lamp and their soul has no space. But the truth is coming. The truth is coming to these people because the split is happening in this world, in this universe. People are choosing. Now, are you going to be a part of this world or this world? Are you going to be kind and truthful, or are you going to keep lying and cheating everyone? So there will be some people that choose to just continue down that line. Stay in that unhappy career. Stay in that false marriage. Stay in those fake friendships where you know there is underlying envy, gossip. Those are the works of the devil. I don't have people like that in my reality anymore because I'm with God. And everybody that was like that in my reality has been left behind. And I saw the truth about them. And now they want me. Now they want my attention. They want me back. But God is like, Ariel, so much better is on its way to you. Don't look back. Look forward. But where there are people that are going to choose to remain in... Look at how this card looks. This is how they're going to die. They're going to die with weight on their back. They're going to die with the lies that they told themselves and never released. And never spoke up the truth. They never changed their perception. They never spoke an honest tale. But there will be people that choose to trust the universe. There will be people that allow the death to occur to their soul. And then those people will be in this collective, the one that resonates with this message, later down the line. And then there will be a new batch of people who are upset that those people are getting into their higher self. It's the circle of life, you guys. It's honestly just, the veil is gone now, so... And for the people that release the devil and everything that the devil represents, lust. This doesn't mean that you cannot make love with people. This doesn't mean that you will never be sexually active. Lust is a hunger for flesh. It's fucking somebody or getting fucked. I'm sorry for my language. When you love someone and you want to share an intimate moment with them because you are captivated by their aura, by their frequency, by their smell, by their skin, that is love making. But when you just want to ravish somebody because of the outcome, that's lust. It's just that the people that are with God, the people that have Christ in their heart, the people that function from pure intentions, the people that are not liars, the people that strive to be perfect in God's eyes, which obviously that is not real, but the people who truthfully feel like they want to make God proud of them and do better every day, those people, when they are gifted and experienced by God of human connection in a sexual manner, it is going to be next levelly rewarding for both participants. It's not this disgusting disconnect between two bodies. It's not just coming. It's two energies mixing, both in love with life and each other at one moment. A lot of this collective does not want their enemies, adversaries, to go through anything bad. I'm one of them. I know I speak passionately. I know I speak angrily. I have righteous anger for the children of God that were kicked and abused and thrown around and ignored and unacknowledged when their heart was open their entire lives. They were friends with people who were cursing them. That's who I'm speaking for. And I was one of those people. But I don't want anything bad to happen to the people that cursed me. I pray that nothing bad happens to the people that cursed me. In Jesus' name, amen. And I mean it. But the people that cursed me didn't have that same thought wave. My phone got too hot, you guys. We were getting too spicy in here. Getting too blunt. Getting too honest. Something wanted me to stop. But look, you guys. The collective that I'm feeling and defending there's a lot of passion in there. There's a lot of protectiveness in there. And a lot of the time, the collective doesn't protect themselves. They protect other people. But I challenge you, collective, to protect yourself the way you would if it were your best friend or your parent or a daughter, a son. Protect yourself from negative intentions. Protect yourself from lies. From the tablecloth. Everybody's going to the park.
And running and in this context, there's no disrespect, but when I bust my rhymes, you break your neck.
Okay, for real, you guys, collective, y'all are the shit. You always knew that you were the shit. You always knew that you had the it factor. You always knew that you were sending out pure, actual, real love from your actual, real soul that you actually really do know. And low-key always have, but people tried to convince you that you didn't know your soul. They tried to get you to kind of walk, talk, and act like them. Just might be the next best thing, but not quite me. No, seriously though. People always did want you to lose yourself because then you wouldn't step into your power, and then they could pretend that they were above you, and hopefully you would believe them, and for a while you might have, but now you see the truth because now you have Christ consciousness, because you are purified. You are in this life watching this video from this consciousness. Just know this is not your only life, and this is not the only time that you will incarnate again. So you need to understand, which the collective that I'm talking to has already achieved purification. They already know their mission. They already know the beginning of it. And now it's just the journey of walking it. But now they can do it knowing they are protected and knowing that they have family. Each other. And the people who don't yet know their soul are getting there. We are planting the seeds. They will join us. Could be in this life, could be in another life. That's up to free will. But I love you guys. I love you guys so much. I'm remembering so much as I record this video. And collective, what I feel like we are being called to do in this moment, not always, but in this moment, I'm being called that we need to just remain in observation mode, observer mode. First of all, we are being observed by the world around us, so we need to be grounded in the love and the understanding, because as our energy field is purified and as we are stable, when people are getting chaotic around us or when they are getting reactive around us, we need to hold the space. We need to anchor in love. It is our responsibility, since we've already moved through the chaos and we've already moved through the reactions, the reactiveness. Now we just must send prayers, love, and understanding. But that doesn't remove all of the people that did curse us, and this video is still the truth. And the other thing that we need to do is play. We need to just anchor in the love, the playfulness, obviously with respecting ourselves and others. Because a lot of what is happening right now, especially during this full moon, I know this is a timeless reading. I know you are seeing this at all different times, all different days, all different hours. But as I'm recording this, we are right after the peak of the full moon in Scorpio, the flower full moon. I'm glad that we passed the peak, but now we're just going to integrate with the new reality of what is going on after these deaths and rebirths are still unfolding. Release the resentment. I know the collective isn't holding much, if any, left, but release whatever resentment we do have left so we could join our loved ones in heaven on earth. I love you. I'm going to leave it right here. Mwah. There is one last message, and it is for anybody, obviously, but if there are any people watching that are from the collective's past, or if there's anybody watching that just feels like they have sent out negativity, whether consciously or unconsciously, you will always and are always already forgiven. So all it takes is for you to just Be honest with yourself. Listen to angelic guidance. If you do not know how to access angelic guidance, fall into your heart space. Remember things that bring you into a joyful state, a grateful state, a state of gratitude and humble energy. And then when you're in that state, ask for help to move through anything that is really dark or really heavy for you to face. Ask for help and you will receive that help. I love you guys as well.